is killing me. Alright, Moo and P-Toil get a little bit of an early start compared to Cheaty and Charles. Oh, look at that! It's a circle starting from the bottom right and ending at the top right. Hopefully we can get all the timers synced up properly. Now, as far as serious times go, I was trying to look that up, and I could only find one serious time for sure, unfortunately. Moo Didi has a 46.65, which is an extremely respectable serious time according to DH here. It is the 27th highest serious escape. The highest being 47.32 by, of course, serious master Oats and Goats. Don't know if that one will ever be beat. It could be right now, though. We have 4 chances. Alright, it looks like Cheaty and Charles are tied as far as serious times go. Ooh, Moo hit some steam, hit 2 steams. That's not going to help him. That's not going to help him any at all. Oh no, and Charles is stuttering, but he has made it. He has synced back up with Cheatyface. 51.81 versus 51.92. Oh, but Moo Didi has escaped serious with a 45.14. P-Toil is, more desunk, unfortunately, if that's the term. Ooh, Charles having a little bit of trouble, has a 43.01. Cheaty had a 43.71, I think, and a 42.72. Oh man, it's hard. It's hard to track 4 seriouses at the same time, but nonetheless, we got there. Alright, and it looks like all of the runners are perfectly synced at this point. P-Toil had a bit of a rough serious compared to the others. So Moo has an early lead, but this is hardly anything. So much stuff can happen. In Super Metroid, it is a cruel mistress. Now, as far as their any percent times go, they're all fairly close. It's the worst one, if I can find it here, of 58 minutes and 11 seconds, and he is seated at number 40. And has not PB'd since the tournament began. All our other runners, however, are fairly close to each other. Let's see if we can find some examples of that. Cheatyface has a PB of 51.35. Charles has a PB of 50.54. And Moo Didi, if I can find it. Oh, there's so many tabs. Moo Didi has a PB of 52.22, so all of these runners are very close. None of them have PB'd since the tournament started. However, that could change right now if such a thing were to happen. Charles is the second to pick up his morph ball behind Cheaty, his opponent, and Moo and P-Toil pick it up at roughly the same time. Cheaty doing an interesting damage boost and gets a hitless on the way back, as does Charles. Oh, nope, never mind. Charles falls in the pit just before Mother Brain's tank. Both P-Toil and Moo fell into the pit. Cheaty is demonstrating a behemoth climb, whereas Charles is doing the more conventional wall jump up the right side. And that behemoth climb actually saved quite a bit of time. If he can get to the final platform, can he do it? Yes, he can. No sweat. Just a small setback for Cheaty. Now Charles has also made it to the top. But as he did that, Cheaty made it all the way up Parlor. Alright, let's see if Cheaty gets the bomb Chorizo skip. I think he'll get it. Oh, not even close. I don't think he even tried. What about P-Toil? Ooh, I bet P-Toil's gonna get it. I bet one of these runners is gonna get the bomb Chorizo skip. That is impossible unless you are playing PAL, which none of our runners are playing PAL. Cheaty has killed the bomb Chorizo. And Mumu and P-Toil started roughly at the same time. Pretty bad drops on Mumu's end, though. That's going to cost him, as P-Toil has already finished. Cheaty got a nice Alcatraz first try. And now Charles has killed bomb Chorizo. And Cheaty is in the lead. Antinomy, or Sephi, or 632, let's see. Let's get that number name right. 632 something something something. 371. 632371 is questioning whether or not we would allow PAL for this tournament. I would love to allow PAL. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, even in Spore Spawn RTA, a category where you spend a lot of time in bomb Chorizo, it's still faster to run NTSC, even if you get the Chorizo skip. It's weird. PAL is very slow due to those door transitions being at 50 Hz as opposed to 60 Hz, like we have in the United States and Canada and Mexico and Japan and all the other wonderful NTSC regions. Oh, oh no, Mumu thought he needed his map, but he didn't. He didn't need the map. That's not what he wanted. So now he's got to farm for some missiles, and whoa, okay, he got the missiles. He got the missiles he needed. Okay. Whew. That was close. That puts Mumu now behind. I mean, Cheaty's just trucking along. He's picked up his charge beam at roughly 8 minutes. Pretty good charge time. And some slow starts for our runners, minus Cheaty. These are some pretty late pickup times. But a lot of stuff can happen in Super Metroid. You never know. You never know what could happen. Cheaty making his way down Red Tower. He is going to be doing the KPDR route, as I expect the other three runners to follow suit in. Now, I have not been doing my homework. I have not been following this tournament very thoroughly. But being that this does not allow for people with PPs of sub 50 at the start of the tournament, it's safe to assume that most, if not all, runners are going to use that route. Mumu could prove me wrong, but he's not going to. Mumu's going down, just like the rest of them. Ooh, and P-Toil is doing something that makes me super happy. He is picking up my favorite beam in the game, the Spacer. It's a shame that it sucks so much, but it's cool looking. And it's really fast, too. I think that's what I like most about it, is that it's so fast. Spazer is also very, very helpful for Dragon and Fantoon, which we will see for sure. And even Batoon. With its bigger hitbox, it's easier to get Batoon. Ooh, and Cheaty. Cheaty arm pumping in frustration as he's taking Kraid to prom. He did not want to do any such thing. Oh, but Kraid should go down in one more super, but he's choosing to use missiles to finish him off. Which is okay, to save one super. Charles, on the other hand, who started off way in the back, is now going to get ahead because he did get the Kraid quick kill, and he's going to pick up his Vario suit first at 10 minutes 42 seconds. Cheaty, not far behind, picks it up at 10 minutes 47 seconds. Alright, let's see if Mumu is going to prom as well. No, he is not. Gets the 4 super quick kill, lickety split. What about Pitoil? Uses the diagonal bomb jump setup, which I have been seeing more and more as I've been watching some of these up-and-coming Super Metroid runners. It's a very efficient way of setting up the quick kill. Alright. What's Pitoil gonna do? Oh, interesting strat. Oh, it did not work, unfortunately, for Pitoil. He is also going to be taking the ugly green dragon monster to prom. I mean, the wonderful and cute, delightful dragon monster. Cheaty opting to pick up that E-Tank in the ceiling, as did Charles. A very reasonable item pickup. And Mumu is going to do the same thing. Charles is the first to get his high jump boots, and Cheaty has caught up a little bit. He's now right behind him. And we see kind of a high five in the room before high jump between Mumu DD and Charles and Cheaty. And this is very close between the runners that are indeed racing each other. Cheaty about a room behind Charles at this point. And what happened on DD's end? Oof. I guess he was picking up his E-Tank after? I'm not sure what he did there. He's farther ahead than I initially thought. But not by much. And Charles has his speed booster at 1415. And Cheaty is going to have his speed booster at 1422. Mumu has his speed booster now. And Charles is going to be the first to pick up his wave beam, so Charles is holding on to that early lead through this first Norfair segment. Now all he has to do is get out, get up through Business Center, and take on the Elephant Ghost. Unless he's going to do some awesome routing, such as, KRDP, but I don't think we're going to see that potentially ever. And it doesn't look like he's going to do that. Oh well. Butoil farming up for full supers. That's something that's very necessary, but it can prove helpful. And Cheaty is going to... Oh, nope, never mind. He misses a couple ledge grabs, and Charles is able to keep that lead. It is very, very close between those two right now, though. Let's see if it stays that way. Charles is benefiting from a slightly higher health count, as well as a full ammo count. Cheaty is missing one missile. Butoil picked up his wave beam, and now he's going to make his way up to the Elephant Ghost area. Unless he's one of those silly guys that picks up Ice Beam. Which can also be helpful, especially for making your way up Red Tower. Red Tower is not an easy thing to do. And speaking of Red Tower not being an easy thing to do, Cheaty actually squeezes ahead of Charles through a superior Red Tower. And he will be the first to pick up his power bombs at 17 minutes. Maybe not. Okay, he did it. 17:49. And Charles not far behind, 17:54, just about 5 seconds there. Mumu has already made it up Red Tower as well. He's starting to encroach on Cheaty and Charles, however, he's not racing them, so it does not matter where he finishes compared to them. Butoil did pick up that Ice Beam. I'm sorry for calling him silly. But, like I mentioned, it can make getting a Red Tower so much easier. Especially when you are an earlier runner. Red Tower is not an easy segment. Oh, he's going to try and get this Mock Ball out as well, and I think he got it. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He had enough speed there with the two frozen little platform things. Charles has squeezed back ahead of Cheaty. It's back and forth between these two. Alright, and we'll see how nice Phantoon is to these runners today. We'll see how these runners feel like dealing with Phantoon. Whether we see some X-Factoring, some Dopplering, or just some plain old charge shots into his big dumb stupid glowy eye. Butoil, just wall jumping up the first segment of Red Tower, but we'll likely use Ice Beam to freeze the turtles going back and forth in the sky. And he does. On Charles' end, it looks like a slow first round. He's going for that X-Factor. Ooh, he missed it. He only got one particle in. And it looks like another left slow. On Cheaty's end, oh, I'm not sure what happened. He already went through his first round. Now he's on a second round. He got a left slow, just like Charles did. And a left fast there on Charles' end, and Phantoon should be close to finished. Ooh, no, he's going to have to go one more round at least. PSlcoh picked up his power bombs. Moo got some pattern. I did not see. It's hard to keep up with all these Phantoons. Charles is the first to kill him, and Cheaty is right behind him. The two of them really going at it. And they both have similar health and ammo counts. We'll see. Charles got a lot of power bomb drops. Charles got better drops overall, I think. He's just one super from being full ammo. But Cheaty is a whole E-tank behind him. And Moo looks like his Phantoon is nice and tomato-y. I'm not sure what pattern he's getting. Oh, okay, left slow. Okay, now I see. And Phantoon is dead for him as well. PSlcoh got the Shine Spark across. And with a stutter 3, oh, he's gonna goop into the ceiling. He'll have to try again. PSlcoh is going to, oh, he's done it again, no! He's going to be starting this Phantoon with low health already. So this could be disastrous. He did get the horizontal spark, but with only 74 health, this Phantoon could be very scary. Cheaty's the first to make it out of Attic. Attic is one of the most difficult rooms to get optimized in the game. He didn't use the Shine Spark method. He opted to kill all the atomics with ammo and charge shots and all that jazz. But he still went through fairly efficiently. And now Charles is pretty close behind him. And I don't think Cheaty is going for... Oh, is he? I can't tell if he's going for a short charge or not. No, he's not. He's just going to run and damage boost across. As is Charles. Alright, and Cheaty's Chozo starts walking at 9 seconds. We'll see when Charles starts walking at 16. PSlcoh is starting his Phantoon fight. This is probably going to be a medium or slow pattern. Well, it's definitely going to be one of those two. He gets a medium but does not act on it. He is farming up the flames in order for him to have some more health. Looks like he is opting for missile kills, despite the fact that he has Wave Charge Spazer at his disposal, which is a very efficient way of killing Phantoon. Charles has his gravity suit as well. And Cheaty also has his. Oh, he's a little bit ahead yet. And Moo is not terribly far behind either of them. PSlcoh playing it fairly safe, just farming up as much health as he can get from all of the flames. Ooh, did not quite get the missiles in the eye on time. And Phantoon is dead on PSlcoh's end. He did not perish, despite the start of the fight where he did not have a lot of health. He was able to make it through in the end. He has a fairly good ammo count, so he doesn't need most of the stuff that he picked up, and a decent energy count at a whole tank and 94 energy on top of it. And Cheaty and Charles are about to enter Meridia. One of my personal favorite segments of the game. It's very vast and deep and atmospheric and has my favorite song. And Cheaty is about to start his Baltoon fight. Looks like he's going for the X Factor. Ooh, and he missed it. He was a little too high. Oh, he hasn't got one particle in on his head yet. Let's see if he can get one. Oh, he did. He did. Good job. Good job, Cheaty. And now he's going to use missiles, which is a strat I agree with, to conserve some super missiles since they are very helpful. Charles, on the other hand, has... Whoa! The greatest drops I've ever seen Baltoon give. How many? Oh my gosh, 2 great Baltoon drops in a row. How many supers was that? That was insane. 8 supers. That is incredible. That's horribly unlikely. That is extremely rare to see something that good. The most I had seen before that was 6. According to Toasty, that was 8. That is amazing. And that's going to give Charles a huge advantage. Just going into Dragon here, if he is someone that relies on super missiles to kill Dragon. Just because I was making sure of everyone's stream, I was checking his out beforehand, and I noticed he was practicing. He was practicing the X Factor and Short Charge into Dragon. So let's see how he does it here. Oh, he had 8 leaving. Okay. Okay, never mind. So the most I've seen Baltoon drop may have still have been 6. But 8 supers leaving Baltoon, I mean, that is remarkable. And P-Toil, who is significantly farther behind the other runners, has gotten his gravity suit. Has a fairly low, pretty dangerous health count, honestly. And no power bombs, which is troublesome. He might want to farm some before going into Meridia for sure. Cheaty having a bit better of a Dragon by the looks of it. He's getting those short charges pretty well. And it looks like one more should do it. Yep, and he gets the blue suit glitch. Oh, he's going for Spike Suit. Ooh, he's going for Spike Suit. Nah, he's given up. He's given up. He'll use the blue suit. Oh, okay. And Dragon is set on Charles' end. Picks up Space Jump straight at 29 minutes. For personal reference, that is a whole minute and 30 seconds ahead of my personal best. Which makes sense, because his PB is a little better than mine. Well, that doesn't matter. P-Toil taking the Sloater's refill. And Cheaty getting the reverse full halfy as he got the blue suit glitch. Moo getting some lovely, delicious shine sparks in on Dragon as well. Gets one there from behind. Ooh, but the webs eat some of his missiles. I thought they ate supers at first, but they didn't. P-Toil is about to begin his Meridia. And he has full health, almost full health, due to the slow just refill. And he never picked up any power bombs. See, this is going to be bad because he needs at least one to make it down into the aqueduct. Cheaty does not have quite enough speed to get Plasma Spark Not that that matters a whole lot. P-Toil is going to have to get lucky with some farming. And he does, the first one. The first one's a power bomb drop. Oh wow, he got 2, so he could even X Factor if he should choose to. Cheaty picks up his plasma beam. And Charles has his plasma beam as well. P-Toil not going to do any X Factor tomfoolery. He's just going to use charge shots to kill Batoon. And with the beam combo he has, isn't a bad idea. He does put 3 supers into his head to speed things up a little bit. And Spazer gives you a nice big hitbox, pretty easy to hit Batoon with. And Batoon is dead. Went down fairly fast on P-Toil's end. He also has 8 supers leaving Batoon, but that's a little less impressive as he got 2 super drops as opposed to all the ones that Charles got. And now Cheaty and Charles are about to head and pick up Ice Beam and make their way down the lower Norfair. Moo Moo making sure to clear out all of the red pirates in the plasma room. Or the plasma pirates, technically. Red pirates are something different. And P-Toil is in the precious room. One of my favorite room names. Not the previous room, but the precious room. Cheaty has picked up his ice, and there'll be a high five between Cheaty and Charles as Charles gets his ice beam. Ooh, Cheaty not even going for the reverse mock ball. He's just going to powerbomb his way down the lower Norfair. Not a bad idea. You can pick up a health refill on the way if you need to, but by the looks of it, Cheaty will not have to do that. Charles, on the other hand, what did he do? What? I didn't see the mock ball. Oh, there's so many races. It's so hard to watch. But he did. He left the slightly faster way. So he'll make up a little bit of time, but not too much, as Cheaty is already in the lower Norfair entrance area. Oh, he missed the chronic boost. The Mario Maker boost. And Cheaty just pseudo screws all the way to lower Norfair, and that has saved a little bit of time for Charles, who's not even going for the chronic boost, just going straight down. Meanwhile, P-Toil is just about done killing Dragon. Oh, that last super. Yep, that last super does it. And that is a very, very well done shrimp. Moo Moo also not messing with the reverse mock ball, just going to go straight down via the rock detour. Let's see if Cheaty's going to get fast pillars. Oh, he does. He does. Excellent short charge by Cheaty. Strengthening his lead a little bit. And he is in. Oh, wow! I've never seen that worst room strat. I've never seen anyone use that, but that is genius by Cheaty. Wow. It's a very safe, very effective way of getting through there. I'm used to seeing runners just kill all 3 of the pirates to make it safe, but yeah, something like what Charles is doing. I'm not sure if what Cheaty did was fast or not, but it sure looked cool. It was new. Yep, and Cheaty is on very good pace right now. And that is even with a missed crate quick kill. Cheaty's playing very, very well. So is Charles. Both the top runners are doing excellent. And honestly, Mumu is not far behind either of them. And P-Toil, you have to remember, has about... He's about 5 to 6 to 7, in some cases, minutes behind the rest of the runners. So he could be on very good pace as well. Oh, it's literally on the wiki. I'm sorry, Maniacal. I've just never seen anyone use it. And I've been watching these since, I don't know, 2013? Shoutouts to O Garrison. Whom is more likely to deliver a baby than a 42. One of the greatest quotes from a Super Metroid runner. Mumu making his way up the mildly annoying room. I didn't see if he used the cool strat. Charles does some manip to get Ridley to turn around. The only Ridley manipulation I know of. Not the only Ridley manipulation that exists, but I, as a non-Super Metroid Prodigy, that's the only manipulation I'm aware of. And Cheaty's Ridley is dead. He gets picked up. And he has fairly low health, but he gets... Oh no, he is going to pick up the E-Tank. And Charles already has 2 E-Tanks, not counting the drops he's going to get. This could put Charles ahead by a little bit. Ooh, does not get a whole lot of health, but still, he is technically ahead of Cheaty right now. He has full ammo, not full health. Cheaty has full ammo and health, minus the power bombs, but there are only a couple more power bombs needed to complete the game. Cheaty has the 2 that are required. You will not need any more after this. Yeah, and Charles snipes, turns around, and he is now ahead of Cheaty. Now, if I remember correctly, Charles does have the best time out of all these runners. See, Cheaty has a 51.35, Charles has a 50.54. They are fairly close, they're less than a minute apart. Mumu starting his Ridley fight. I wish I could see these runners splits. That'd be so cool. Oh, and Cheaty, oh, because he didn't have, oh, you would want 3 to get out. Oh, and now he needs to get 1 more drop. To get out effectively. Without having to use something like, bombs. But Cheaty has pulled ahead because he had more health. He didn't have to play it as safe as Charles with the 3 Musketeers. Oh, but it looks like Charles is... Oh, he's so close. This is extremely close between the top 2. Not to discount the bottom runners. Speaking of the bottom runners, Mumu has just finished Ridley, and P-Toil is now entering the giant lava bucket into Lower Norfair. Mumu is also picking up that Ridley E-Tank just for extra safety. And Charles is playing it really safe with these 3 Musketeers, but with Charge, Ice Wave, Plasma, they go down very, very easily. And now Charles is going to make up a bit of time because he's going to be able to use a power bomb. He'll get both the pillars cleared right away, and he squeezes ahead. He squeezes ahead. He's out of the room, and because Cheaty missed a couple ledge grabs, he's a little bit farther ahead than perhaps anticipated. Oh, P-Toil lays the power bomb a little prematurely through the pillar room. In other news, or maybe he didn't, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. There's so much excitement in the air. Charles, making his way through Frog Speedway, does not bonk the door, just saves that little bit of extra time. Neither does Cheaty. Oh my gosh. It's insane. It's complete pandemonium here at the Super Metroid Prodigy tournament, sponsored by nobody. But put on by Milanix and Antinomy. Thank you very much for allowing us to have such wondrous moments like this. Moo not playing it safe, exiting the Three Stooges, or Three Amigos, whichever you prefer, using Plasma to break right on through. And let's see if he does the same through Three Musketeers when he gets there. Wow, Cheaty just a room ahead of Charles at this point. Oh, Charles! No, wait. Oh, I had my door transitions mixed up. Charles is still ahead of Cheaty. Well, vice versa. Let's see. Ponkfish tomfoolery could very well be a determinant for who gets ahead or not. Charles does not fool around with the Ponkfish. Neither does Cheaty. Cheaty gets up the elephant room just a little bit faster. I don't know if anyone else calls it the elephant room, but I think it looks like an elephant, so. Moo has escaped from Lower Norfair, and P-Toil is just about to fight Ridley. And with this pace, I think P-Toil has a chance of PBing. I'm not really sure. But it very well could happen. Oh man, Charles just barely ahead of Cheaty at this point. They both have great ammo counts. They're gonna have, they're gonna be just fine for Torian. Yeah, neither of them saving. I think Cheaty is on PB pace right now. I'm not sure though. I don't know if Charles is either. This is exciting though, nonetheless. And to think that Cheaty, I think, oh no, he had a good charge time, but he missed the crate quick kill. And yet he's still doing this well. And I think he had a 43 serious escape, missed a bunch of ledge grabs. And yet he's doing this well. And Charles enters G4 just a couple seconds before Cheaty does. And Moo. Oh man, look at that. They're so close. Yeah, just about exactly one statue eye exploding behind is what Cheaty is from Charles. That's something. P-Toil is just about to finish up this Ridley. He has great health. He's gonna have no trouble. Moo not fooling around with the Punkfish, not one bit. Makes his way through the elephant room. And I mean, if Cheaty just gonna Moonfall just to save him a little bit of time. Oh, but he bonks the thing. Moonfall sucks. No, just don't even use it. Alright, let's see how these Metroid rooms pan out. Metroid rooms can save a boatload of time if you know how to do them right. Congratulations on P-Toil's victory over Ridley, by the way. Oh, Charles gets grabbed! He gets grabbed, but he uses a bomb to quickly get the Metroid off of him. And he's just going to choose to get grabbed by the remaining three. What? He fired a super missile at the Metroids that were grouped, but it didn't work. Cheaty grouped his Metroids and got through. Oh, using interesting grouping strats. Cheaty saving a lot of time over Charles. Oh, look at that. Oh my god, the door alignment. The door alignment is the difference. Cheaty kills the first Metroid in room 3 faster than Charles does. He's ahead by less than a second. Cheaty goes into Morphball. He's going to get a perfect group here. He does. He doesn't get grabbed. Neither does Charles. Charles uses missiles. Oh, did Cheaty get the damage boost? He did. So he's just that much farther ahead of Charles. Oh, but Charles is about a second behind. 21 seconds, 22, 23. Charles is, oh my gosh, just a little over a second behind. And both of our runners are setting up for the Metroid skip. Oh man. Precious frames. Alright, 2 jumps. 3, 4, 5. He doesn't get grabbed. Cheaty makes it through. I don't know how many jumps Charles is at, but it's certainly a lot more than Cheaty. Oh wow, Cheaty saved a lot of time, but Charles also did not get grabbed. It's still close. It's still close. Both our runners have the same ammo count. Cheaty moonfalls. Just to save a little bit of time. Charles is not a moonfaller, it doesn't look like. I can't really tell though. Cheaty going for the Zeb skip. Oh my god, he's failing! Okay, he got through eventually. Charles got it quicker. So he's encroaching on Cheaty just a bit. Oh, but he's playing in the acid. Alright, Cheaty taking care of the final Rinkas. Oh man, who's gonna get Mother Brain 1 first? Oh, the turrets. Oh wow, it's so close. Cheaty just a little ahead. About 4 seconds, maybe 3, maybe 2, I don't know. My internal counter is off and I don't have to look at timers because I'm too excited. Moo Kojak's a super, but it doesn't matter. He picks one up and he's about to go into the baby Metroid room. P-Toil escaped from Lower Norfair and has used his final needed power bomb. Oh my god. Oh, Cheaty misses a shot on Mother Brain 2. Which could put him just a little farther behind. Oh wait, no, the ketchup's come out on Cheaty's end. Cheaty is now ahead. Cheaty's ahead. Oh, it could come down to cutscenes. Cheaty is marginally ahead right now. It is insane. It is insane how close these runners are. Neither of our runners were under the amount of health they needed. Moo did not get the Metroid skip, unfortunately. It looked like he was close. Wow, this is an insane race being put on by the top runners, and they're so close to having just great times. I think Cheaty is on PB pace, but I'm just not sure because I can't see his splits. Oh man, what a race. So I don't think there's going to be any animal saving, at least on Cheaty's end. Oh man. This is crazy. And yeah, there's escape too. I don't believe Charles is using Moonfall. I noticed Cheaty was. Moo struggling with this Zeb skip just a little bit. Alright, let's see what the cutscene tells us. Oh, it's a little more than just cutscene. And I think Cheaty got the good one, and I'm not sure. I just don't know what they look like. Oh, it's so close. Now, Mother Brain 3 could prove to be a little difficult as well. Cheaty is using the good strat. Oh, and Charles is using the slower one that creates a lot of lag. And he's missing a couple shots as well. Cheaty's Mother Brain 3 is going quite a bit better. Missed one there. Alright. And Spikehead at 49.35. Alright, so Cheaty did save quite a bit of time with that Mother Brain 3. Yeah, just 9 seconds ahead. And I could see through the red there that Charles is likely not on PB pace unless his escape was extremely bad in his PB. So bad news for Charles, but Cheaty's got a lot to play for. His PB is currently at 51.35. Alright, let's see how he makes it through the Leodox room. Go, Cheaty, go! I believe in you. He got the moonfall. He got the moonfall, didn't get sniped. Yes, get this. Oh no, Moo took a death. Oh, I'm not sure what got him. Oh no, and he's all the way at the beginning. And I'll mourn his loss later. We gotta root for Cheaty. I'm sorry. Oh, Cheaty. Cheaty has so much to play for right now. There's so much on the line. He could PB so easily. Bless RNG. Bless the Steam. Come on, Cheaty. You can do it. You're in the clear now. The whale of attachment is so strong. And 5101. 5101 is what his timer says. And the official SRL timer is... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Cheaty has finished with an official SRL time of what? Okay, 5103. 5103. That's a personal best for Cheatyface, so congratulations to him. And Charles also has finished in second place with a time of 5114. So just 11 seconds behind. That is incredible. Oh, great job to our top runners, and very unfortunate to Mumu Didi dying at Mother Brain. But now P-Toil has a chance to pull off a pretty big upset. Mumu has. Mumu is much lower seeded than P-Toil is. P-Toil is all the way down at 40? Yes, he's the 40th seed. Mumu, on the other hand, oh, let's see, is at 14 with PB of 52.22. Oh, let's see, Charles' PB was 50.54, so he did not PB as I expected, but Cheaty did PB by quite a bit, by almost 30 seconds, by over 30 seconds, 33. So congratulations to Cheatyface. That was an incredible race between the top runners. And now P-Toil has a chance to pull off a huge upset. He's not facing right to save the 40 frames. And unfortunately, now that our runners have finished on the top, we can mourn the death of Mumu's run. I don't believe Mumu was very close to PBing. However, it is sad that he is likely not going to win the race now, unless something tragic happens on P-Toil's end. But with 5E tanks, this ammo count, I'd be surprised to see that. P-Toil is going to need to be conservative with his super missiles. He has less than is desirable, so he does need to be careful with that. Alright, Mumu has a chance to get the chorizo skip. Not really. I'm just joking. I'm just joshing y'all. Yep, and P-Toil just playing it really safe. Mumu did admit that he died in the SRL chat, so... He is, in fact, P-Toil has no reason to, or he feels no pressure to play any more dangerously than he already is. And Samus is a girl? What? Probably. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Cheaty had a 23% item completion. I believe Charles had a 24%. No, 22. Never mind. Cheaty was the one that picked up the extra items. Alright. And Mother Brain 1 is down on P-Toil's end, so P-Toil is likely going to finish and pull off this upset too. Now, I don't think P-Toil is on PB pace, unfortunately, especially with all the back and forth that he had to do down in Torian. However, he will still very likely beat Moo. He is so close to being done already, being that it only takes 20 shots to kill Mother Brain with this beam combo. He can survive one catch-up hit, but it looks like Mother Brain is all done anyway. Could damage himself down, but Mother Brain will do that for him. Yep. Oh yes, and make sure you follow me, but really make sure you follow the runners. SM Charles and Cheatyface both put on a spectacular race for us today, as have P-Toil and Mumudidi. Unfortunately, the attention was not focused on those two, but to have all four be able to run and be pretty much on time, you know, it's very nice. It's very nice when these things happen. Everything runs so smoothly and efficiently. So congratulations to all four of our runners. Congratulations to Mumu for pressing onward, knowing that he's pretty much lost at this point. You can still play for time. I'm not sure what that means. Yes, my knowledge of this tournament is pretty minimal. I have not been following it to a T. I do know how Super Metroid any percent works, at least. But I think it's single elimination. And once you're done, you're done. So Mumu's having some fun. Just playing some Super Metroid. You can submit a good time? Submit that he had a good time? Oh, yes, instead of having a 3-hour forfeit. Alright. Now, as far as the Super Metroid Prodigy tournament goes, I believe at this time there is actually another race that has started on Speed Gaming 6. I have to pull up the schedule. That's the Speed Gaming schedule. But if I can find, here we are, the proper schedule. Yes, at 6 p.m., so 11 minutes ago, there is a race between Borlax and 8-Bit is Great on Speed Gaming 6, yes. And later on at 9 o'clock Eastern, there will be a race between Horosu123 and In No Rush. Oh, and I got a DM Cheaty and Charles. Oh no, there's like work I gotta do. Okay. So we can get... Alright, yes, okay. So we can get these guys in for an interview. Rightfully so. They did not get the link, unfortunately. Let's see if I can... Oh, pull all this up. Cheatyface4. And Charles. Some Charles. There we are. And we can hopefully get them in for an interview. Hello, Cheaty. Congratulations. How does it feel to have a personal best in the middle of a tournament?
It feels like it was a long time coming.
A long time coming.
Really glad I got it. To be honest, I've been a little bit down on Metroid lately, and I was considering just dropping out altogether, but I'm glad I stuck it out.
Well, for the sake of this race in particular, I'm extremely glad you and Charles were just going back and forth the whole time. It was very exciting to watch.
I'm glad. So yeah, that was my fastest gravity split I've ever had. Period.
Yeah, I was
and I had a pretty bad fan tune fight too, so that can drop lower. But I think like everything just went kind of smooth. The only things I'm really kind of not happy with are my fights.
Yeah, I believe you missed the crate quick kill as well, and
Oh, the great quick kill!
yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh!
it just goes to show that it isn't really over till it's over. You know, you have a sloppy beginning like that, but to come around with the 5102, that is extremely impressive. Both you and Charles really just put on a great show for us.
Yeah, the worst part about that quick kill was like I got 2 supers and the missile. I just didn't get the last super. Like it didn't fire. I think I hit it on a wrong frame and it just didn't come out at all. So
Yeah, I think you might have initiated the quick kill a little bit too late or too early. I'm not really sure how quick kill works. Sometimes just weird stuff happens.
there's a lot of ways to do it. It just comes down to preference, but I think just the timing of the shots varies, and just didn't hit it right.
All right, we also have Charles in here, so congratulations, Charles.
Yeah, GG. I said it in SRL, but if I hadn't been on PB pace, you would have wiped the floor with me.
I don't know. Don't even look at my bomb split, y'all. Please don't even skip past that part of the VOD, y'all. Yeah, GG. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to look back at the VOD because I'm looking back at like the Discord chat and everything. Apparently, we had a sick race, so I definitely want to.
You really did. That was a lot of fun.
And I'm going to be watching it back to see what the heck I did, so I can replicate that and keep getting like 50. I think I can get a sub 51 now.
For sure, man.
Pretty easy.
Yeah. Well,
that's
I guess
kind of where I'm at right now. I had a pretty good run on a Friday night race, and then I went in with 15-10, and I missed a super. So,
oh,
I'm still a little sad.
Yeah. Like I said, I had my fastest gravity split ever, and I think just bosses over the course of the run negated pretty much all the time gain I had. And I PB'd by about 30 seconds, and I got baby skip, which I didn't in my PB. So that's
yeah, both of you guys got baby skip. That was impressive.
Yeah, I just kind of just felt it, just went with it. It was good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Charles, were there any moments where you were on PB pace? Because I know your PB is... Oh, I gotta pull it up again.
I think 50-54, I think is my PB, right around there.
Okay. And you were fairly close to that, so were there any moments where you were actually ahead?
Okay, so unfortunately my Ridley split, I accidentally messed it up. I might have been ahead or roughly even or something like that, I'm not entirely sure, but I was never ahead in this run. But I was actually very consistently close. So I definitely thought I could do it. I think my Torian didn't quite go how I wanted it, even though I still got baby skip. It still went like okay. But I definitely thought it was possible throughout most of the run for me to PB.
Looking at it from the outside, it may have seemed kind of sloppy, but I definitely felt like my Torian was faster than I'm used to doing. I just kind of... I don't usually group the Metroids in the first room, and when I missed the second one, I'm like, screw it, we'll just do that. And then it just kind of worked. I don't know.
Well, any closing thoughts on that race?
Yeah, I'm glad I PB'd finally.
Oh yeah, that was the question. How long has it been since your last PB?
So I had there's a little history here. Don't want to take up too much time, but essentially in September of like 2017, I got a 55-30, something like that, and I just never updated it on Deer Tier. in the time between there, I played sporadically, and I got 2 PBs like back to back, week after week, and then it sat at like a 51-30 for I don't know another 6 months. So I haven't really been playing. I've been doing randos and stuff. So
Yeah, that's pretty much where I've been at. I've pretty much given up on 80% at this point. It's just not fun anymore.
oh, don't say that. It's an 80% tournament.
It's great fun. No, everyone. I encourage anyone that wants
It's
to get
not
in
for the faint of heart.
Okay, I actually think for all of our viewers, I think an 8% is sick. So just so y'all know.
It is definitely one of the coolest speed game categories to watch, period. It's just there's so much that goes on in it. It's very technical, it's very dangerous, it's very fun to watch. There's a reason that it headlines AGDQ every year except for that one that sucked.
Yeah.
I encourage anyone that wants to get into it. I don't think you need a psychiatric evaluation, as some other top runner might suggest. But
all right, thank you very much for commentating this, Psycho, and thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, man. GG's again, Cheaty. Yeah, good race.
All right. So, and continuing on, I invited PSlcoh to come in for an interview, should he choose to. I have not gotten a response from him yet, and he has not joined the Discord, so I don't know if we're going to see that. But he did finish with a 59.59, so that's exciting to see him bop just the 1 hour. Let's see. Oh, his official SRL time was an hour exactly, and that is an SRL PB for him as well. So congratulations to PSlcoh for that. Sorry, it was delayed due to the interviews that I was having. And Moo says he's quitting. He's quitting Super Metroid. This game sucks. But now we'll finish up Moo's commentary. We'll see how much time we have left in the speed gaming schedule. Ooh, not a whole lot. It looks like we are going to be moving on. Oh, no, we aren't, are we? Oh, hey. We have plenty of room open for speed gaming. So we might actually see the end of this run. However, I do encourage you to go over to Speed Gaming 6. Maybe keep both tabs open. Watch the SM Prodigy tournament there. There's a race going on between Borlax and 8-Bit is great right now. I mean, we just saw one of the coolest 20% races I've ever seen. There's potential. There could be one there too. Oh, but let's see if Moo gets Ocean Fly. I think he got it. Speed Gaming the 8. Speed Gaming 8. I don't know. Yeah, make sure, again, follow all of the runners and me if you want. And Speed Gaming. You can't find the Speed Gaming channels. You're probably not old enough to be watching Twitch anyway. As they are literally just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, and Moo is just, Moo is only playing right now just to make himself feel all good. Oh, hey, he also went ahead and he skipped an E-Tank. He skipped the crate E-Tank, I think. Just for fun. I'm surprised he didn't bother restarting the entire game. To potentially get just a better 80% run in. Ooh, a fast Fantoon. But he misses the opportunity. He does not get the shot in time. And a very slow reappear too. Slow as they get. Not cool. Oh, and he's gonna X Factor? Ooh, no. Not a proper setup. Oh, he got 2 particles in, technically. Alright. Fanting started at the right. And, ooh, it's going to be a right slow. And right mid. And Fantoon is dead. Oh, did he get a left mid? What? Am I falling asleep here? Left mid is the rarest Fantoon pattern. Right fast is also fairly rare, but left mid is just a teensy bit rarer from experimentation. I believe you've seen both rare Fantoon patterns, left mid and right fast, in GDQs. I think the Sunrise Surprise, the infamous Sunrise Surprise, was a left mid, and right fast was at Garrison's AGDQ 2013 run. The run that got me into Super Metroid. Young me was watching it thinking, I bet there's no way this guy's as good as me, and he proceeded to do what he called a bad run in under 50 minutes and completely amazed me. Now, they might technically be just as rare as one another, but the document I saw ages ago now suggested that left mid was slightly rare. And I have seen it less. I've seen right fast pretty... Personally, I've had it happen to me 4 times, I think. Left mid I've had happen to me once, and on streams I've only seen it maybe twice or thrice. I've seen right fast a couple times, though. They're very rare. Hey, unfollow Mumu Didi, okay? Don't watch Mumu Didi. Follow everyone but Mumu Didi, because he said so, so we'll respect that. Yep, Maniacal throwing his statistics out there. He's had it the exact opposite. He's gotten more left mids than right fast. Mumu getting out of the wrecked ship has a flawless ammo count. Not a flawless, but pretty good ammo count. His health is definitely lacking. Oh, never mind. He's 5 super short. You can get 2 very easily here. Unless some very rare drops happen, and they didn't. The cactus can drop health even if you are above the Ruru zone. He's getting vile plumed there. And farming his way through this room. Just picking up some extra health. Moo Moo not making me very happy, skipping that spazer. Very unfortunate. Let's see. And I'll just load up the other Prodigy tournament race going on right now on Speed Gaming 6. Looks like Borlax is just picking up his gravity suit, while 8-Bit is Great is pretty far behind, only picking up the left super missiles. So not the close, exciting race that we had on this end. But who knows? It could turn out that way. Moo Moo is laughing. I think he died at Batoon. Let's see what happened. Well, he did not get all the particles in on Batoon, and judging by the fact that he is swimming inside of Batoon's reach, yeah, he died. Okay. Well, I don't know if Moo Moo is going to keep going. He could still make it through. Could still make it under. Nah, he used reach timer. Yeah, Batoon is the worst boss in the game. We were just talking about this, actually, before the race. He asked what he should practice. I mentioned Batoon. And he said, "How did you know?" I said, "Well, I'm smart." And Batoon is an awful boss. Batoon is my least favorite in the game. He does so much damage. You never have a lot of health when you're fighting him. You can soft lock. He doesn't give you drops for some reason. And he has more health than... I think he has more health than Fantoon. Yeah, because Fantoon I think you can kill with just 4 supers. Batoon takes 10. Well, congratulations to Moo Didi. Oh, is that how he died? Moo says it's a double hit. And he says it's his day to get those. He might have gotten double hit on the catch-up too. That's very unfortunate. Well, congratulations anyhow to all the runners that participated today. And thank them all for showing up and being on time for all this stuff. Something we can't say about everyone, but these 4 did a good job with that today. Makes things nice. Makes things nice. Yeah, yep. Double hit catch-up. That's extremely cool. Well, on Speed Gaming, we do not have anything coming up on this particular channel. But right now we have a Link to the Past randomizer interactive race going on Speed Gaming 1. We have the Link Past randomizer spoiler alert tournament round of 32 going on Speed Gaming 3. On Speed Gaming 4, we have Donkey Kong Country 3 tournament happening right now, 90%. But on Speed Gaming 6, we have more Super Metroid Prodigy tournament going on between Borlax and 8-Bit is Great. And later on today, at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will have more Prodigy tournament happening on Speed Gaming 6 between Rossi123 and 8-Bit is Great, or In No Rush. I'm not sure. I guess he goes under 2 different names. So, thank you to all the runners for being there. Remember to follow if you'd like. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their day.